"That doesn't sound like a disadvantage," said Two-Flower. "You don't think so? Imagine every moment being at one and the same time a distant memory and a nasty surprise, and you'll see what I mean. Anyway, I now recall what it was I am about to tell you, or have I already done so? That's a fine-looking dragon, by the way. Or don't I say that yet?" "It is rather good. It just turned up," said Two-Flower. "It turned up?" said the voice. "You summoned it?" "Yes, well, all I did—" "You have the power?" "All I did was think of it." "That's what the power is. Have I already told you that I am Greicha the First? Or is that next? I'm sorry, but I haven't had too much experience of transcendence. Anyway, yes, the power. It summons dragons, you know." "I think you already told me that," said Two-Flower. "Did I? I certainly intended to," said the dead man. "But how does it? I've been thinking about dragons all my life, but this is the first time one's turned up." "Oh, well, you see, the truth of the matter is that dragons have never existed as you, and until I was poisoned some 3 months ago, I understand existence. I'm talking about the true dragon. Draconis nobilis, you understand. The swamp dragon, Draconis vulgaris, is a base creature and not worth our consideration. The true dragon, on the other hand, is a creature of such refinement of spirit that they can only take on form in this world if they are conceived by the most skilled imagination. And even then the said imagination must be in some place heavily impregnated with magic, which helps to weaken the walls between the world of the seen and the unseen. Then the dragons pop through, as it were, and impress their form on this world's possibility matrix. I was very good at it when I was alive. I could imagine up to, 500 dragons at a time. Now Liesa, the most skilled of my children, can barely imagine 50 rather nondescript creatures. So much for a progressive education. She doesn't really believe in them. That's why her dragons are rather boring, while yours, said the voice of Greicha, is almost as good as some of mine used to be. A sight for sore eyes. Not that I have any to speak of now." Two-Flower said hurriedly, "You keep saying you're dead." "Well?" "Well, the dead, they, don't talk much, as a rule." "I used to be an exceptionally powerful wizard. My daughter poisoned me, of course. It is the generally accepted method of succession in our family. But—" The corpse sighed, or at least a sigh came from the air a few feet above it. "It soon became obvious that none of my 3 children is sufficiently powerful to wrest the lordship of the Wyrmberg from the other 2. A most unsatisfactory arrangement. A kingdom like ours has to have one ruler. So I resolved to remain alive in an unofficial capacity, which of course annoys them all immensely. I won't give my children the satisfaction of burying me until there is only one of them left to perform the ceremony." There was a nasty wheezing noise. Two-Flower decided that it was meant to be a chuckle. "So it was one of them that kidnapped us," said Two-Flower. "Liesa," said the dead wizard's voice. "My daughter. Her power is strongest, you know. My son's dragons are incapable of flying more than a few miles before they fade." "Fade? I did notice that we could see through the one that brought us here," said Two-Flower. "I thought that was a bit odd." "Of course," said Greicha. "The power only works near the Wyrmberg. It's the